If you've recently received your green card, congratulations, and this is the video for you. We're going to discuss removing conditions, citizenship, and some do's and don'ts with your permanent residence. I'm Puyan Darian, and I'm here to teach you something about immigration law. You've received your green card, but you have a ton of questions. Can I travel? If so, for how long? When can I apply for citizenship? This is the video where I answer all of those questions. If you received your green card through marriage to a US citizen, and you were married for fewer than 2 years when you became a resident, then your residency is likely conditional. It's an effort by Congress to reduce the instances of marriage-related immigration fraud. So they will require the spouses to submit more evidence of their good faith marriage around 2 years after they receive the green card. The important thing is to submit the petition to remove the conditions on the residency 90 days before the green card expires. If you fail to submit the form by the expiration date of the green card, you can have problems moving forward. The next question I often receive is, when can I apply for citizenship? So there are, generally speaking, two answers to this. If you are married to a US citizen and you're living with that US citizen for 3 years with your green card, you'll be eligible for citizenship after 3 years. You can submit the application 90 days early. That's situation number one. Situation number two, doesn't matter how you received your green card or if you're married to a US citizen. After 5 years of being a resident, you can apply for your citizenship. There will be some requirements. There's an English and civics exam. You need to demonstrate good moral character for 5 years, and a couple other principles that your lawyer will explain to you. All right, before I get to the next topic, which is going to be traveling out and into the United States with your residency, I want to just make a brief point. Any criminal problems can still result in deportation. So, if you're ever arrested or you have contact with the police, it's important to speak with an immigration lawyer in addition to your criminal defense attorney so that they can work together to reduce the consequences of the arrest. And the other thing is specific to men between the ages of 18 and 26. They need to register for selective service. Failure to do so will affect the timeline for citizenship at the very least. And by the way, it's also a felony to fail to register. And now guys, the final thing I want to discuss is traveling with your green card. I'm sure many of you are very anxious to travel, visit family, but there are a couple rules you need to keep in mind. Number one, you should limit each departure to less than 180 days. That's a long time, but if you need to leave for longer than that, you should speak with an immigration lawyer because there is actually a way to do it without risking abandoning your residency. The other big rule is when you go to apply for citizenship, whether it's under the 3-year provision if you're married to a US citizen or the 5-year provision I mentioned for everyone else, you need to show that for more than 51% of those 3 or 5 years, you were inside the United States. So no departures that exceed 6 months, and 51% of your time must have been spent inside the United States. If you're one of my clients, there's a chance that I referred you to this video before we have our post-green card conversation where I'll kind of just repeat a lot of the stuff from this video and then cater it to your specific life and give you specific do's and don'ts for the future. But if you have other questions, if you're not a client and you have questions about this video, please post it in the comments below. I do answer all the questions. And as always, like and subscribe if you appreciated this content and want more.